Hello, yes, it's me, and I'm still alive. The war on terrorism is going full blast, but is America winning this war? Joining me to answer that question is President George W. Bush and his lovely wife, Laura W. Bush.
Larry, as always, it's a pleasure to be on your show.
Mr. President.
Yes. Oh, I guess you mean the other, Mr. President.
Mr. President, is America winning the war on terrorism?
Larry, I'm committed. Committed to wiping out terrorism. We'll wipe it out even if it means destroying every country on this planet. It's the only way to make this world safe for democracy.
Sir, talk about the axis of evil. What exactly is the axis of evil?
Well, Larry, I firmly believe that people who are evil should not be allowed to wield axes.
Mrs. Bush, what's it like being married to George Bush?
Every day is an adventure.
Oh, like that time we went to Disney World and rode the Space Mountain. Whoa-wee, that was fun. I even tossed up my snow cone on the Secret Service agent.
When you're faced with international problems, sir, do you ever seek Mrs. Bush's advice?
Larry, when it comes to international problems and even domestic crises that require an important decision, that decision is made by me alone. Sit up straight, George.
Mrs. Bush, do you ever worry that George is working too hard?
Larry, I have a lot of worries about George. Working too hard is not one of them.
If I can add something here, I believe America's duty is to address the terrorist issue. That is why we have to go into Iraq and get Gaddafi.
Mr. President, Gaddafi is the leader of Libya.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Remind me to call the commander of our bomber fleet.
Final question, Mr. President.
Okay. How long have you been doing this show?
No, sir, I was going to ask the final question.
Even better.
How do U.S.-China relations stand?
Very bad. In fact, we are on the verge of a war that could ultimately lead to the destruction of civilization and mankind. Actually, relations are quite good.
And that's it for this edition of Larry King Live. God help America. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks to Bush. And what's the name of it?